recognize the sequences, and we're going to be able to find the next term or even the 52nd term. Does everybody understand? So what the 52nd person? Yeah, Troy. I'm going to explain. I know that's a crazy concept. Now, so this, it increased by adding 5 each time. Does everybody agree? So if I asked you to find the 35th term, you could add 5 35 times, or you could use a formula. So please open this. Alright, so, children, we can't keep talking while I'm trying to have a lesson. We just can't. Okay? So an arithmetic sequence has a common difference. And the common difference is how it increases or decreases each time. So on the front, our common difference was plus 5. It increased by 5 each time. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the pattern, and the common difference is what the pattern is. Now, there is a rule for an arithmetic sequence that we plug in and we find our term. It is A sub n, which means that the n is below it, equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Now this handy-dandy list below breaks down what this means. A sub 1 is the first term in the sequence. N is the term you're trying to find. So our first term on the front would have been 5. And if I was trying to find the 35th term, what would N be? If we're trying to find the 35th term, what would N be? 35. It would be 35 because we're looking for the 35th term. Does everyone understand? And D is the common difference. It's how it increases or decreases, and that was 5. Are we together? So if I'm looking for the 72nd term, what would N be? If I was looking for the 6th term, what was N be? If I was looking for the 4,000th term,
for the Batman term,
it would be Batman. Exactly. All right. So what we're going to do for the first 4 is we are going to tell whether each sequence is arithmetic, and if it is, state the common difference and write the next term in the sequence. So the first thing you have to look for is how it's increasing. So how much does it increase from -7 to -5?
Positive 4.
Okay. How much does it so we're going to write plus 4. How much does it increase from 3 to 1?
Positive 4.
From 1 to 5?
Positive 4.
From 5 to 9?
Positive 4.
So is that an arithmetic sequence?
Yes.
Yes, because we're increasing about the same amount each time and we're adding. So we would write yes. Now, what would the next term be? What's 9 plus 4?
13.
And we have to state the common difference. So we have to state what D equals, and that's 4. All right, so let's look at, does anybody have any questions on A? Okay, let's look at B. How much is it increasing from 5 to 22?
17.
17, good. And how much is it increasing from 22 to 39?
17.
And 39 to 56?
17.
Okay, so is that an arithmetic sequence? Yes. What's the common difference? 17. And what's the next term in the sequence? You do 56 plus 17.
Oh. That's 69.
Is 73.
Can you write it either way? Like, you know how the only person you know.
Yep. I didn't write it in the order that it asked us to. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. Okay, do number 8 without me. Tell me if you think it's an arithmetic sequence or not. Yo, you just right no. Why is this one not an arithmetic sequence? It doesn't go in a pattern, right? It's 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and that's not adding. So this is no. No tater tot.
Technically, it is going in some sort of pattern.
It is going in some sort of pattern, but it's not an adding pattern, is it? It's not the same number every time. All right, what about D as in do-tay-to? All right, tell me yes, tell me the common difference, and find the next term. Do it without me. Thank you so much.
I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was a line. There's like one every time.
Yeah, unless you get in there first.
Yes. And then you get to create the lines.
It depends on like, are they like just copying one sheet or
When Mr. Furman gets in there, he's making he's making that 20-page packet. All right, guys, what did you get for this one? Yes or no?
No. Yes. No.
This is minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, so that's a yes. The common difference is negative 7. And what would the next term be? Negative 16. Now, what is the difference this time in D than the ones we've been doing? It's negative. Good. It's decreasing. Awesome. Now, arithmetic sequences also have a relation to linear graphs. Now, what kind of graph is linear? It's just a line, right? And it increases at the same rate. Do you agree or disagree? So these increase at the same rate. The slope here is negative 7. The slope here is 17. The slope here is 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to prove this. Now, let's start by figuring out what the common difference is here. How much is it increasing by? Positive 3. Okay? So this is 3, this is 3, and this is plus 3. Now, to graph it, what term is this? Is this the first term, second term, third term? First one, and then this is, and then this is, and then this is. Okay, so to graph it, your term is your x. So we would go right 1, and this is your y. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can. So since it's my first term, this is my x, and this is my y. So I went right 1, down 5. So for my second term, where would I go?
Right 2, down 3, down 2.
Down 2. Good. All right, for my third term, where would I go?
Right 3, up 1.
Okay. And my fourth term, where would I go?
Down, right 4, and up.
Now, let's make sure that the slope of that is the same thing as what our common difference was. Remember, to find the slope between points, you count the rise and then the run. So how many do we rise up from negative 5 to here? And then we run 1, so that's 3 divided by 1 is 3. What about here?
Same thing.
And what about here?
Same.
So do you see how it's the slope?
Yeah. So could it ever be different?
It could be, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. That's when you get a geometric sequence, and it's all kinds of fun. Makes a totally different graph.
Fired up.
I am. I love these things. They're so much fun. Okay, sorry.
They are a little bit. I gotta.
Alright, so they are. It's a good, like, nice break from the difficult stuff we've been doing. You're still kind of using your multiplying and your exponents a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so now let's look at, let's humana. I want to write a rule, and then I want us to find different terms. So the way you write a rule is you use that formula that it gave us at the top. Okay? So we're going to start by writing a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d.
So why are we doing this?
Because it told us to write a rule.
Oh, so like this says right rule.
You just write a rule.
No.
Okay, so a sub 1 is our first term. So what's our first term? What's our first term? Negative 11. Now, we don't know what term we're looking for, so we're going to leave n there, minus 1. And what's the common difference here? How much is it increasing by each time?
But
How much? It's going up by 5. Does everybody see how we got that?
Yeah.
Now, if I asked you to find the 23rd term, what would you plug in for n? 23. So we would write a sub 23 equals, and we're still going to use this same rule. We're going to say negative 11 plus 23 minus 1 times 5. Yo.
So would you tell us to find?
Yes. That's what I just told you.
So also in the question.
It will say, find the baby Jesus term. Pardon?
And then it was like write the rules for baby Jesus as well.
Yep.
Do you expect to find like questions like find the 83rd term?
Yes, you just plug it into the formula. Alright, what's 23 minus 1?
22.
Alright, what's 22 times 5? You have calculators. What?
110.
110 plus negative 11. Do 110 plus negative 11. 99. Awesome. That is our 23rd term. Boom, you're done. How do you feel?
Good.
You feel good?
Hey, just for fun,
Okay.
just for practice, let's find the 83rd term.
Nope. We're going on to the next problem. 22 times 5 is 110. 110 plus negative 11 is 99. Alright, so now I want you to write the rule for B. See if you can do it. Just the rule. Yep.
Again, what is it?
sub n?
I get A sub n equals 4 parentheses n minus 1.
Good. Did you have a plus in between the 4 and the parentheses?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did anybody else get it right? Great job. Give your team a point. Okay, now I want you to find the 23rd term of this sequence. Find the 23rd term of this sequence. So plug in 23. Find the 23rd term of this sequence. Are you done? Cool. In just a second. Let's let everybody have a moment. And then you can. All right, Bronson, what did you get?
A n plus 4 times 23 plus 1.
Yes, some, but you have to simplify it. Yeah, coming. 202? Did everybody get 202?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Take a point. Alright, so I want you to do C completely without me. I want you to write the rule, and then I want you to find the 23rd term completely without me. Isn't that what we've been doing? Let's let someone else try. I appreciate your enthusiasm, though. I hope you're as enthusiastic about your maze that you're about to do. I could be a boring teacher and just give you homework and not make it fun.
No word.
Not trying to be smart.
So is this basing on what?
Maybe. Alright, for your rule, did y'all get A sub n equals 8 plus
N minus 1 minus 2.
times negative 2? Times negative 2? Okay, good. Then for your 23rd term, alright, 23 times negative 2, 22 times negative 2 is negative 44. 8 minus 44 is negative, thank you. Did everybody get negative 36? Awesome. If everybody at your table got it right, give your team a point. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am. 23 minus 1 is 22, correct? And 22 times negative 2 is negative 44, correct? Okay. Do you see why it's negative 2? Okay. Ma'am? Yeah, every time. Alright, so what you're going to do I'm going to give you this maze, and you're going to have to start at start. Now, you have to work each problem out that you make it to on a separate sheet of paper. So, everybody get out a piece of paper. Get out a piece of paper. No, because you're turning in your work.
Can we do it on the back? I'll work.
You could do it on the back, I guess, but I would kind of like not just flip back and forth. Why can't you just get out a piece of paper and do it on the back? Like, why is that so difficult?
Are you calling me Mark? You think you take away?
Yeah. At the moment, you're waiting for it. The rest of it. Look at that.
Wouldn't that be like,
Here we go, when children.
I'll listen to music.
You may listen to music. Now, let's start at the beginning. Start. Write all of this down on your separate sheet of paper and work it out. Then it'll tell you which way to go. So if you got negative 308, which way would you go?
That way.
To the right. That's called the right. And if you got negative 292, which way would you go?
Down.
Down. Fantastic. Start working it out.